All right, good evening, everybody. Today we're going to be doing the area of a circle. It says find the area of each circle round to the nearest tenth. Use 3.14 or 22/7 for pi. I'm doing the odd one, so I'll do number 21. This one says that the diameter is 12.6. Remember, our formula for the area of a circle is pi r squared. So I have to find the radius and square it. We know that the radius only goes from the center of the circle to the outer edge. Since the diameter goes all the way across, we have to find half of the diameter. So we're going to have to take 12.6 we're going to have to divide that by 2, and that will give us the radius. Well, 12.6 divided by 2 is going to give us 6.3. Now, we've got to take 6.3 and then square it, and then multiply it to pi. So we're going to square it, and then we're going to multiply it to pi. Well, let's figure this one out first. 6.3 squared. This is going to require a calculator. If I do this, I see that I've got 6.3, and now we look for the square button. As you can see right here, the square button is right there, x squared. So that will be 39.69. 39.69. 39.69. Okay? And now we have to multiply that to pi. And we can do that pretty easy since we've already got it up here. Now we just multiply it to pi. And they said that was 3.14. So times 3.14. That's going to give us 124.6266. Well, this said to round to the nearest tenth. Round to the nearest tenth, I realize that 2 is not bigger than 5, so it's going to give me 124.6. So my answer will be 124.6. All right. Let's double check that. 124.6, yeah. Let's go to the next one. We've got number 23. A diameter equals 10.8 yards. All right. Well, that tells us right there that giving us the diameter. And once again, just like with number 21, we have to take half of that to get the radius. So we're going to take 10.8, and we're going to divide it by 2. That should give us 5.4. And now we've got to square 5.4, because that's our radius, square, and then multiply it to pi. Well, let's use our calculator again. 5.4. And for those that are wondering what other thing you could use if you didn't have a square button, remember squaring is multiplying it to itself. So I could put times 5.4. That equals 29.16. So we have 29.16 times pi. Well, now we can just multiply this to 3.14. And that gives us 91.56. Remember, it said round to the nearest tenth. 6 is bigger than 5, so we're going to round that 5 up to 6. So my answer is going to be 91.6. 91.6. square yards. Okay, let's try number 25. This time they give us the radius. So the radius is 9.3. Well, that's what we were looking for. We always want the radius. So this is going to be nothing more than 9.3 squared. And then we're going to multiply it to pi. Let's try it quickly now, shall we? If we do this, it's going to be 9, let's clear it out, 9.3 times 9.3 equals this times 3.14. That's the pi that we just multiplied in. And that gives us 271.57. Rounding up, since 7 is bigger than 5, that'll be 271.6. 271.6. All right, let's move on. We're going for number 27 here. Find the area of each semicircle, round to the nearest tenth. Oh boy. Well, now they're looking for us to find the semicircle. What formula can I go for that? I know the circle is pi r squared. So let's use some logic. If a whole circle is pi r squared, and we only have half a circle, that means I can take pi r squared and divide it by 2 to get the area. So let's try it. 9.6 feet is my radius. So we're going to go with 9.6 squared times pi, and we're going to divide it by 2. Well, what's 9.6 squared? Well, 9.6 times 9.6 equals 92.16. Now we're going to multiply that to pi, which is 3.14, and that gives us 289.3824. Now we have to remember to divide it by 2. And that is going to be 144.69. 9 is bigger than 5, and they do say round to the nearest tenth. So since 9 is bigger than 5, this 6 will become a 7. 144.7 equals 144.7 square feet. All right, let's try number 29. 29 gave us a diameter. We know in order to get the area of a circle, we need the radius. So we're going to have to find half of this diameter. This says 12.8 is the diameter. So first let's take 12.8 and divide it by 2. So we'll get our radius. Well, that's going to give us 6.4. Now we're ready to go. 6.4, which is our radius, we're going to square that. We're going to multiply it to pi. And since it's a semicircle, remember, after we get our answer, we've got to divide by 2 to find the radius of this semicircle. Let's give it a shot. This time we can see we have 6.4, and we're going to multiply that to 6.4. And that equals 40.96. Now we're going to multiply that to 3.14. And that's 128.61. But lastly, now that we've done all that, we've got to divide by 2. And that's going to give me 64.3. 0 is not bigger than 5, so it would just be 64.3. What happened here? And square inches. All right, I'm down to number 31 as far as what I'm going to do tonight. It says, which has a greater area? A triangle with a base of 100 feet. Let's try that. A triangle with a base of 100 and a height of 100 feet. Or a circle with a diameter of 100 feet. Well, first of all, if I were to take a triangle and it was 100 by 100, it would look like that. But this is a diameter of 100 feet. If I had a circle whose diameter was 100 feet, I need to figure out which one of these is going to be the correct answer. Well, first of all, we need to know the formula for a triangle. A triangle, as we know, is really half of a square. So we can make the formula base times height, because that's what the formula for a square is, divided by 2. Well, the base is 100, the height is 100, so 100 times 100 is going to be 10,000. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. And now we have to divide by 2. So that's going to make it 5,000. So the triangle is 5,000 square feet. Now we have to figure out if the circle is going to be more or less than that. Well, we know we have to take half of the diameter to find the area of a circle. So half of 100 is 50. Now that I know 50 is a radius, I have to take 50 and multiply it to 50. Well, 50, that's kind of like 5 times 5, 25, but with 2 zeros at the end. So I predict it's going to be 2,500. And I'll just check the calculator to be sure. 50 times 50 equals 2,500. Now you might be thinking the circle lost, but remember, all we did is multiply the radius times 2. We still have to multiply that to pi to get our answer. So 2,500 times pi times 3.14 gives us 7,850. 7,850 square feet. And so when asked us which has the greater area, looks like the circle does. So I would say the circle for my answer. We've justified our selection, so we're done for tonight. See you in class, guys.